Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I kind of wanted to share exactly how I take my own Instagram pictures. So I have my own Instagram account at tammy.handmade, and it's basically a sewing account that shares my handmade garments. Because I'm sharing my handmade clothes, it's a bit more of a fashion account in terms of the content that I create. So just a quick note that I take pictures on my own using a tripod. I used to get my partner to take pictures for me, but I found that when you take pictures on your own, you can definitely get a bit more creative control on exactly the shoot and angle that you want. So I personally recommend using a tripod and playing around with it rather than getting friends or family members to take pictures for you. In this video, I am going to be taking pictures of this Ashling dress, and it's one of my favourite dresses. So now you've got your outfit chosen, the next thing to do is find the right time of day to take content. I always find that in my flat particularly, around 2 or 3 o'clock is the best time to shoot because the natural light hits really nicely against the walls in my flat. I think there's definitely quite a big misconception when you take your own pictures that you need to have such a lovely looking flat, and that is just not the case. You can definitely use a white wall, even if you have a place where you can hang fabric up and create almost a backdrop. Or if you do have the opportunity to have like created spaces in your apartment that always look nice, that's obviously really useful. But my favourite of taking pictures at home is always going to be against the white wall because it acts as such a nice backdrop for when you're wearing colourful handmade garments. So when I take pictures at home, I just use my iPhone and a tripod. I did used to use a camera, but I found it quite clunky. Like, an iPhone is completely fine to take pictures on, and I find it easier to go through and select my favourites before I edit them on my phone. I use an app called Lens Buddy, and it's honestly the best that I found for taking pictures on your phone. What it basically does is it takes like a continuous amount of pictures, and you can actually choose the exact amount of photos you want to take. But all you need to do is basically put this on a tripod, and then you just press the button in the middle and it's going to count down. It'll just start taking lots of different pictures for you. So I'm going to show you now exactly how I take my pictures using this app and a tripod at home. So this is the setup that I use when I'm taking pictures at home against a white wall, and in this case I have it on my bed. I use a tripod, and then I literally have my iPhone facing the wall that we're going to shoot against. And I always use the back camera, not the front facing camera, because the back camera takes better quality pictures. And then I use the Lens Buddy app. I make sure that I have it open, and all you want to do is literally press this button, and you want to stand in front of it while it takes pictures. Once you've taken photos on the app, you'll notice that you'll have lots of different photos to go through, and you just basically go through it and you thumbs up or thumbs down the pictures that you do or don't like, and then the ones that you thumbs up will group into a specific section in the app, and that will be almost a created selection of images that then you can export out and edit those pictures separately. But I really find this to be the easiest app that I've used. I've used quite a few, and this is by far the easiest and free app. And then because I've already got a selection of images that I've exported out, normally that'll be between 10 or 15 images. I'll then go into Lightroom on the app, and I'll go and edit the photos exactly how I want them to be and crop them within the app. So for this image, I'm just gonna crop it to 5:4. And then I normally press auto because I like to see how the app would actually edit it for me, but sometimes that isn't exactly how I want it. So I'll go through the individual sections and adjust the exposure, contrast, shadows, white and black balance, even sometimes the vibrancy if it feels a bit too dull. So on this image you can see that sometimes when I take pictures in the living room, I actually have plugs on the wall and I really hate the look of them. So once this image is edited, what I actually do is take this onto my laptop, and then I edit the plugs out. So if we go into Photoshop, this is actually such an easy way to do this. And what you're going to do is you're going to go on Photoshop and you're going to select the area that you want to fix, and then you're going to click Content Aware Fill, press OK, and then once that's done, you'll see that it actually removes anything that you don't want in the background. And I basically do this for any of my pictures that have plugs in the background or any like scratches on the wall. Like sometimes if I'm taking pictures outside and there's like a really horrible piece of graffiti that's easy to get rid of, I'll get rid of that on the app. Or even if there's simple things like cigarette butts on the floor, if I'm I'm taking pictures outside, I'll use the content aware fill to get rid of them just so it's a bit cleaner in the final picture. But that's exactly how I edit and take my pictures at home on my own, and it's such a fun process. Like, I know it can be quite daunting and scary, start taking pictures on your own, outdoors or at home, but once you get the trick of it and you find kind of a routine that you like, it actually becomes such a fun thing to do. I hope this video was helpful for you. Let me know in the comment section if you've ever taken pictures on your own. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you like my content. I'll see you in the next one.